So last Sunday, I decided to finally get my life together and try this thing called meal prep. You know, so I could stop spending $14 a day on sad salads and questionable sushi. I announced my plan at brunch with my roommates, and they were all supportive, probably because they were hoping I'd make enough for them, too. Armed with a shopping list and a YouTube playlist titled Meal Prep for People Who Can't Even, I bought enough chicken, rice, and broccoli to feed a small army, or at least 3 very hungry millennials. Fast forward to Sunday night, the kitchen looked like a Food Network set after a hurricane. There was rice in places I didn't know rice could go. I'd used every pot, pan, and utensil we owned. But I was proud, tired, but proud. I portioned everything into our Tupperware, stacked them neatly in the fridge, and went to bed dreaming of organized lunches and a life with fewer delivery fees. The first sign of trouble came Tuesday when I opened the fridge and noticed there were more containers than I remembered. Not just a couple more, like, a lot more. I shrugged it off and assumed my roommates had added theirs to the mix. By Thursday, the situation had escalated. The Tupperware was multiplying like rabbits on spring break. I counted at least 25 containers, and I definitely did not own that many. Even worse, some of them were filled with mysterious contents. One had a single baby carrot, another had half a slice of bread, and one just had water and a single, floating pea. My roommate Jen swore she hadn't added any of hers, and Steve just laughed and said, "Dude, I don't even eat vegetables, you know that." It was like a very disappointing episode of The X-Files, except instead of aliens, it was just endless plastic containers. By the weekend, I was afraid to open the fridge in case I got buried in an avalanche of mismatched lids. I confronted the situation the only way I knew how. I gathered all the Tupperware in the living room for a house meeting. That's when Steve walked in, saw the mountain of containers, and said, "Well, guess you finally figured out where leftovers come from, they're just Tupperware's way of reproducing." So, lesson learned, if you want a family, don't get a pet. Just start meal prepping. Apparently, Tupperware breeds faster than rabbits.